Guys, I have a cute little idea for a Father's Day postcard. So let's just get started and see how this goes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Deliberately Creative. I'm Stephanie, and we are going to do a really quick little sketch of an Edison light bulb. And this cute, Dad, happy Father's Day. I love you a lot. It's cute, it's silly, but it's easy. And I want to show you how to draw this little glass light bulb. We are using the Hanamule cotton postcards, just like that. Now, my dad lives in town, and I will probably hand this to him. But, it's just what I'm going to do. I'm doing this straight in with the pen also. So we'll see how this goes, right? So starting off here, I want to put in my light bulb. I did this little sketch just with the pen, and I'm just going to draw again just with the pen. We'll color it with watercolor. It's going to be pretty. Start off here, I've got the sort of the light base. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger than the sketch. The light bulb is going to come down. I'm being sketchy. I'm being light. I'm trying to, not be too precious about it. I'm basically making this light bulb like a balloon that has just a couple puffs of air in it. See? That's about the shape I want. The old-fashioned kind of light bulbs. And then coming down the center, I'm making this into an incandescent bulb, the kind that has the wire that gets all bright. I don't have any of those in my house anymore. All of my light bulbs have been changed over to LED. But LED bulbs don't tend to be as cute looking. And you see how I just made that little swirl in there? All I did was curl, 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 curl. And I'm not worried when I go back over it here. Look at this. I'm going to go down, come around, and I'm just going to make some thickness to that line, and I'm not worried about it going over or under, whatever way it's going, and crossing over. So you can see here, let me zoom in. So you see how I did here? I did not worry about if I was going over or under the line. I just went right over it. I am going to put a little nub sticking out right here, and it's going to have the little pull chain. This is a short pull chain, isn't it? Yeah. So I hope that you guys will be able to get something like this done for your father, if that's what you choose to do. I'm going to put a little line coming up. This is like the cord on this little socket. I want that socket to be a little bit wider than the bulb, so I'm going to make that grow out just a little bit. You can do that with your pen. Just because I put a line down doesn't mean that I can't put another line down. You just keep going. We're going to paint this in with some watercolors, so it doesn't really matter. And now I am going to make it look like this glass has some thickness. So I'm going to do another line, broken line. See, it's a broken line. That way light will be able to be passing through. I'm going to go ahead and also put maybe a couple little highlight lines on here. There we go. But I want to get the Dad Happy Father's Day. I'm going to take a graphite pencil and rub it on the back of my printout. Now I just laid that out in PowerPoint. I didn't even do anything fancy. And now we're going to line this up. And I can kind of see my light bulb through the paper. I don't know if you can, but I can. There we go. I'm just going to go like this and trace around my letters. I am not a lettering person, and these are still not going to be perfect, but I could color them in. So let's see. Oh, look at that. It's coming through. And I will go ahead and put this little sample up on my website on the templates page. If that's something, then you'd have that. Okay, so pull that off and look at that. I lined it up. So now I am going to have to go in and go ahead and trace all of these. If you're interested in what I do and in my style, in my, sort of happy-go-lucky way of life, and the way I look at things, follow along. Click that subscribe button. And then click the like button. And if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate every single person in my community that is, willing to continue to follow along and come on this journey with me. It can be satisfying to, make a card that is for someone you love. That is a satisfying thing to do. This is the Uniball Signo 0.28. It's a nice needle point roller ball, and it is great for just doing quick sketches. It's also waterproof, so if you draw it down first, you don't have to worry about your watercolor messing it up. So it's really good for quick urban sketching. When you don't want to go in with a pencil first, you just want to get something done really quick. I do see that I like putting some lines on here like this. And just detailing it a little bit. I'm going to say that the front side of that is dark, just because that's what I want. Front side of that is dark, seeing the top edge of it a little bit. And then I'm saying this is just a cord or a string, old-fashioned. See, I'm not worried about this if it ends up being a little bit on the inside or the outside, no big deal. I'm going to take that graphite off. Haven't found my kneaded eraser yet. We're going to grab the watercolor, and I'm just using the artsy 56 color pad here. I am grabbing the bright color right there, and the one that's got the black and dark blues right there. And we're just going to go in, start off with, I'm just using just a water brush, and I'm grabbing some of this sort of bright yellow, and I want to put that brightest yellow right here. This water brush is pretty worn in, but this is a quick sort of illustration type card. It's not something that I'm worried about making it perfect. I'm going to put a little bit of yellow right down here of the cord, and then take a piece of papered napkin. So I just put drops of water on them. See how this works. And we're going to go, I'm going to grab a little bit of white. I'm going to put some white down on here and sort of blend it in to that yellow that was already there. Ooh, that works. I could have just taken plain water, I think. Take some of this brighter yellow on my brush. Look at that. We're making it look like it's got a little bit of a tone to it there. Put a touch of this gray on that outside edge, just a touch. I'm not going to go crazy here. It's what I want to do is make it look like there's a little bit of a shine in there. Maybe take some of that bright yellow, even though actually that softer yellow. I'm using my paper here. I want to get that glow going out, going right over the words, keeping it down low. This is 100% cotton paper, so this paint will actually move around a bit. Just taking it all the way out to the edge. There we go. And then, let's see, maybe a touch of orange. Just around that outside edge where that gray was. Didn't quite do what I wanted. That's pretty. All right. And so then I want, take some of that blue-gray color. This is going on to that, the base. I made sure and didn't go all the way to the edge. I want the very center right here to be my darkest area. So I'm kind of picking up the color and moving it around a little bit. Put a little bit of that darker color out here. Take a touch of this yellowy color. I'm going to say that there's a little bit of yellow glow bouncing up. Just because. It's actually going to end up being a little greenish, it looks like. Still want that center part to be darkest. There we go. A little bit of that down here where the metal base would be going up inside. Put a little bit of that color on this cord coming off. This is a really simple card, guys. Simple, simple. You know, maybe I'll take some blue and just kind of go like that. Sort of scribble over the letters. This is a magical light bulb. It's coming out of the sky, right? There. Just want to soften that up, blend it down in. I like that. All right. So sometimes an idea is really good, and sometimes an idea, you know, you have to work it a little bit. I'm working out that area down here low. Maybe a tiny bit of that brighter yellow again, right on that filament. Brighten it up just a smidge. There, yeah, like that. And then take some of that white and see if I can. Oh yeah, that's working. There we go. Sometimes you just have to play with it a little bit, right? And take some of that orange. You know, and just sort of land it on that, on those letters. It's not, yeah, it's going to bleed out a little bit because the paper's wet. There we go. Oh, I like that. I like that. So I think what I'll do is I'll just take some of that darker gray blue and see if I can get it in there without making too much of a mess, because you know this is not a very good brush. You could also color this in with pen markers or print it off and then draw on the printout. There we go. It's whimsical, it's fun, it kind of goes with the little sentiment that's there. If you enjoyed this, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and go out and do something creative. Take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. Make sure and tell your dad or the men in your life that have been like fathers, Happy Father's Day. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.